If you're planning retirement in 2025, would you risk withdrawing from an XRP Roth IRA without knowing the rules? For many Americans over 50, these accounts look like the perfect balance: tax-free growth, crypto exposure, and a promise of freedom. But here's the trap. Withdrawal rules in 2025 are stricter than ever. One wrong move could cost thousands in penalties, wiping out the security you worked decades to build. Imagine saving your whole life, only to see your retirement drained by IRS fines you never saw coming. The greatest danger isn't the market, it's not knowing the rules before you act. Stay with me, because in this video we expose the shocking penalties hidden inside your XRP Roth IRA Withdrawal Rules 2025 that no one is talking about. Part 1. The Promise versus the Reality. On the surface, an XRP Roth IRA looks like the perfect retirement solution. The brochures highlight tax-free growth, the power of crypto, and the promise that your money will be safe until you need it. For many nearing retirement, it feels like the answer to years of worry. The marketing is polished, the headlines sound reassuring, and custodians know exactly how to present the dream. But reality doesn't look like the brochure. Beneath the glittering promise are withdrawal rules in 2025 that can instantly turn your account from a shield into a trap. Age restrictions, contribution limits, and IRS conditions sit quietly in the fine print, waiting for the moment you make a mistake. And here's the truth. The system isn't built to protect you. It's built to protect itself. Which means the very account you believed would guarantee freedom may end up punishing you for trying to use your own money. And this is just the beginning. Because once you dig deeper, you'll see how the very structure of these accounts makes penalties almost impossible to avoid. Part 2. How the system is really structured. When you look past the advertising, the structure of an XRP Roth IRA isn't simple at all. It's a carefully layered system built to benefit custodians first and investors second. Every trade must pass through their channels, every adjustment requires approval, and your access to funds is controlled by rules that are rarely explained in plain English. The promise says, it's your account, you're in control. The reality says, your control exists only within boundaries we design. And those boundaries become critical when you try to take money out. In 2025, withdrawal regulations are so strict that a small mistake, whether it's timing, paperwork, or contribution tracking, can trigger automatic penalties. This isn't an accident. The complexity ensures custodians and institutions always know more than you, and they profit from that imbalance. The more complicated the rules, the easier it is for them to charge fees, while you carry the consequences of mistakes you didn't even know you were making. And that imbalance doesn't stop with structure. It seeps into every fee, every processing charge, every quiet deduction that looks harmless on the surface but grows dangerous over time. That's the next trap we need to uncover. Part 3. The slow leak. The danger inside these retirement accounts is rarely dramatic. It doesn't come as a single devastating blow. It creeps in slowly. A small administrative fee here, a processing charge there, a few dollars taken off the top of every trade. On paper, it looks harmless. After all, who worries about $20 or $30 a year? But retirement is measured in decades, not months. Over time, these little cuts bleed your balance dry. 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. Those tiny fees transform into thousands of dollars you'll never see again. And all the while, custodians continue to collect, no matter how your investments perform. This slow leak is by design. It keeps you calm, unaware, convinced you're still on track. Only later do you realize that what was meant to protect your future has been quietly draining it. And if the quiet erosion wasn't enough, the fine print of IRS rules adds another layer of punishment. Rules that can turn even a simple withdrawal into a costly mistake. Part 4. Fine print fallout. The fine print is where most retirements stumble. On the surface, withdrawal rules look simple. Wait until retirement age, then enjoy your savings. But hidden in the details are conditions that can turn a routine withdrawal into a financial shock. One reporting error, one contribution that pushes you past the annual limit, or one withdrawal taken a year too early. Each of these can trigger penalties. And the penalties are not small. They arrive as unexpected tax bills, IRS letters stamped in red, and interest that grows until it feels impossible to catch up. The worst part is that many retirees never realize they've broken a rule until the punishment shows up at their door. Complexity isn't a bug. It's the feature that ensures the system collects, while you scramble to pay. And these rules are not fixed forever. They evolve, shift, and tighten. What was acceptable yesterday might carry new consequences tomorrow. That constant uncertainty makes planning almost impossible, and it keeps you trapped in fear. The question is, if the rules can change at any moment, who really holds the power? That's what we'll uncover next. Part 5. Why the house always wins. Every casino is built on one principle: the house always wins. And when it comes to retirement accounts, the same rule applies. Custodians, brokers, and fund managers don't gamble with your future. They guarantee their own profits. Fees are automatic. Spreads are built in. Annual charges continue, whether your balance grows or shrinks. This means the system isn't designed to share your risk. It's designed to insulate itself while leaving you exposed. Think about it. If the institutions make money regardless of market direction, do they really care about protecting yours? To them, volatility is just another opportunity. Every dip or rally means more trades, more spreads, more revenue. You shoulder the stress, they pocket the gain. And when the rules tighten or penalties appear, they remain untouched while you absorb the fallout. The imbalance is clear. You're playing a game where the outcome is stacked against you, but the deck isn't rigged only by fees and spreads. It's also reshuffled by sudden policy changes, shifts that can rewrite the rules overnight and leave you scrambling to adapt. Part 6. Moving goalposts. One of the cruelest tricks in the retirement system is how the rules can change after you've already committed. What looked safe today may become a liability tomorrow. A new tax law, an updated reporting requirement, or a reclassification of digital assets. Each shift moves the goalposts, often without warning. For investors, these changes feel like quicksand. You think you're standing on firm ground, but suddenly the surface shifts beneath you. The IRS doesn't wait for you to catch up. The penalties arrive whether you understood the change or not. And while you scramble to adjust, custodians remain insulated, already equipped to pass the burden back onto you. This constant uncertainty erodes more than just your balance. It eats away at confidence. How can you plan a 20-year future when the rules can flip in a single year? The unpredictability isn't just frustrating, it's destabilizing. And that instability doesn't only attack your finances, it attacks your emotions, creating stress, anxiety, and pressure that can drive you to make costly decisions at the worst possible time. Part 7. Mind traps. The most dangerous trap isn't written in fine print. It's written in your own emotions. Retirement isn't just numbers on a page, it's nights spent worrying, mornings second-guessing, and decisions made under pressure. When markets swing, fear whispers that you should pull out. When prices rise, greed tells you to hold on a little longer. And custodians? They profit either way. Your stress feeds their system, because every action you take is filtered through fees and restrictions. These emotional cycles, fear, greed, regret, become mind traps that keep retirees stuck. Instead of making clear, rational choices, people react impulsively. And those reactions often come at the worst possible time: selling too soon, holding too long, or triggering penalties with a poorly timed withdrawal. The truth is, financial dependence creates emotional dependence. And when your future is chained to rules you don't fully control, stress isn't an accident. It's the outcome the system expects. But nothing makes these traps more real than the story of someone who lived through them. And that's where we turn next. Part 8. Linda's wake-up call. Linda was 67 when she decided to trust her savings to a retirement account linked with crypto. The brochures promised stability, tax-free growth, and freedom. For the first year, everything looked perfect. Her statements showed growth, her custodian sent reassuring updates, and she felt confident she had made the right choice. But when she needed to make a withdrawal, the cracks appeared. A small reporting mistake triggered an IRS penalty. What she thought would be a routine transaction turned into an unexpected bill. Fees she hadn't noticed piled up, and every time she tried to adjust, she ran into more restrictions. The freedom she had been promised felt more like a cage. Her money was there, but not truly hers. Each attempt to access it came with stress, paperwork, and the fear of losing even more. Linda's story isn't rare. It's a mirror for countless retirees who enter these accounts with hope, only to face frustration and loss. Her experience is a warning. Dependence on a system you don't control often ends in disappointment. And this leads us to the real choice every retiree must face: whether to stay dependent or reclaim independence. Part 9. Choose your side. Every retiree reaches a crossroad. On one side lies dependence, trusting the system, believing the brochures, and hoping that institutions will protect your future. Dependence feels comfortable because it promises simplicity. You hand over control, and for a while it seems like everything is fine. But comfort hides the cost. Dependence means fees you can't stop, rules you can't change, and penalties waiting for the moment you slip. It means placing your future in the hands of a system designed to serve itself first. The other path is independence. Independence is harder. It demands that you question, research, and take ownership of your choices. It means recognizing the traps, reading the fine print, and refusing to let custodians dictate your freedom. Independence doesn't eliminate risk, but it puts the power back in your hands. This choice defines your retirement. Dependence leads to erosion and anxiety. Independence opens the door to clarity and control, and that choice sets the stage for the final truth we must face. Part 10. Truth and Direction. Now we arrive at the closing truth. Retirement accounts that promise freedom often come with invisible strings. The structure, the rules, and the penalties are not accidents. They're designed to ensure that institutions never lose. What feels like protection can easily turn into punishment the moment you try to access your own money. The lesson isn't that you should fear the system. It's that you should never surrender control blindly. Knowledge is your shield. Awareness is your defense. And independence is the only real path to freedom. The fine print will always shift, the fees will always exist, and the rules may tighten tomorrow. But if you understand the traps before stepping into them, you take back power that no custodian or IRS policy can strip away. Vision line. The greatest danger isn't what you withdraw. It's not knowing the penalties that can quietly steal your retirement. This is the truth you need before making the next move. And this is where your choice truly begins. You've now seen the truth behind withdrawal rules in 2025. How fine print, penalties, and shifting policies can quietly take control of your retirement. What looks like safety is often just another system designed to profit at your expense. I want to hear from you. Would you risk making a withdrawal if you knew the penalties could cost thousands? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your story may help someone else avoid a painful mistake. If this video opened your eyes, share it with a friend or family member who's planning retirement. One conversation could save years of stress. And don't forget to subscribe to XRP Today USA for daily insights that expose the traps, reveal the fine print, and give you the clarity to take control of your future. Vision line. The greatest danger isn't what you withdraw. It's not knowing the penalties that can quietly steal your retirement. Together, we can break free from dependence, build real independence, and create the retirement freedom Wall Street and the IRS don't want you to have.